I'm gonna ask you, like, now. Feel free to don't answer this if you want, but like, so obviously you had the nasty injury against the Dragons this year when somebody chose to tackle you with their face on your face, which was bang out of order. Like, how was it going before? Because you were, like we were saying, you were pretty much the name. You were the name in form, and like, what's it like coming back from an injury like that? Because it's not muscle, if that makes sense. Like, you know, when it's a muscle injury, you can be like, right, get the rehab done, get back in the gym, and then build it up. What's it like when you just have to sort of just sit and wait, and you go, "There's nothing to do here, but just wait"?
Yeah, well, I think I piled on the skin folds for a start, just sitting on the sofa for 8 weeks. But
the KD just rose massively.
Yeah. But no, it was down in Scarletts is when I got it, and it was one of the worst travels back home. I basically had the option to. It was during COVID, so I had the option to try and find a hotel and stay overnight, or just kind of withstand the pressure of the flight on the face. And I chose to take the flight because I did not want to spend a night in Scarletts.
Hard as nails. Chance I'd be on that flight.
But I think the doctor was also like, "Yeah, you'll be fine to get on the plane. Just I want to go home."
Straight invoice to Scarletts HQ there. Like,
yeah.
One night in the Premier Inn, please, good sir.
But no, the team doctor was very good. He cleaned up after my illness issues after the head knock and drove me to the hospital at 1 o'clock in the morning after getting back to Edinburgh.
Bless him, man.
And then I had several scans on my head and face when I got to Livingston. But then between every scan, I would fall asleep. And at this point, the doctor was messaging me, like, "Are you staying in overnight?" Because he couldn't come into the hospital with me. He was sitting in the car park in his car. Yeah. So he was messaging me, trying to call me, but I was having a kit between my scans. So I got to the doctor came back in the hospital, woke me up, and said, like, you'll be staying overnight. So I think it got to 4:30 in the morning when I messaged the doc in the car saying, "You can go home, go back to your kids. I'm staying in overnight." So I think he was stuck in his car for about 3.5 hours.
Mate, bless it. What's his name? Team Doctor of Edinburgh. What's his name?
Mike Dunlop.
Mike, so you're a hero for that one, Mike. Well played.
I owe him one.
Yeah, that's definitely at least a box of beer at some point. You definitely owe him some bill talk, right? That's definitely some up north. Got to go with him.
Definitely.